we ready to begin?
Good morning!
My name is Misty.
Come on, Ike, it's time.
We would be honored if you would join us.
The greatest adventure of all time.
We just become best friends.
Yep!
Come on, let's get in character.
What are you waiting for, huh?
Oh, come on!
Welcome back to the Misty and Ike morning program, Misty.
Love it. It is the Misty and Ike morning program. Welcome back to the Misty and Ike late night show.
Excellent.
Depending upon when you watch it.
Yeah.
Could be either.
If
Could
you're-
be middle of the day.
To you, I say good morning.
To you, I say good night.
Oh.
But keep watching and then go to bed.
Or we can bust the Truman Show. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
I love that.
Oh,
That
what a
movie.
great
It's
movie.
so good.
If that doesn't make you feel like a narcissist, you're
Whew,
like, what if this is all about me?
Yep.
But today isn't all about me.
It's not.
It's all about
River
River Phoenix.
Yep.
I should probably Google something before we record.
Today was River Phoenix's birthday.
My computer's 1,000 degrees.
It's 1,000 degrees inside here.
River Phoenix.
I just want to start out because I was a kid when this happened, and I had posters of River Phoenix on my wall because he was a beautiful, beautiful young man. Do you want to flip up this photo I've got?
Oh, yeah, look at this handsome fella.
Look at that.
Swoon.
Swoon. As a 12-year-old, I was like, oh, I'm in love.
He, in this picture, looks a little bit like Johnny Depp.
A little bit, yeah. He does.
Look at this guy.
Ah, man.
The resolution between my computer and the recorder are a little low today.
Good looking dude.
He is a handsome fella, much like myself and you.
Yeah, yes.
Okay, most notable River Phoenix movie. It has to be
Stand By Me.
Stand By Me, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, in my mindset, of course.
Here's a picture of him in Stand By Me.
Yeah.
Are we putting the emphasis on the wrong syllable?
Syllable?
Stand By Me or Stand By Me?
Stand by me.
Stand by me.
Stand by me.
Stand by me. Ooh.
Oh, darling.
What if you had a friend named
Darling.
Stan and you were in a store and you wanted
Stand by me.
Stand by me. This.
Oh, so bad.
Boo.
So bad.
Oh, should I buy
Terrible.
some new BYLT pants while I'm here?
No.
Okay, moving right along.
All right. So
Now.
sadly,
Sadly.
River passed away.
Passed away.
Let's see, 1993, I believe, is when he passed away. It was Halloween Day. So that would have been 28
Yeah, he's in the
years
20.
ago?
No, he's 20. Oh,
28
ooh,
years ago.
28 years ago, but he's in the 27 club,
I
isn't he?
don't think so. I think he was younger than that.
Let's find out.
Yeah.
You know what his name was when he was born?
I don't. I know that they all had very unique names, he and his brothers and sisters.
Well, he was born in Madras, Oregon.
Madras?
Madras, Oregon, in
in basically a commune.
August 1970, right? So 70, and he died in what, 93?
Mm-hmm. So he's 23.
Yep. He didn't
Look
make
at
it
me,
to
I mathed.
Hey. Do these buttons still work? I'll do the applause for you. Like I used to. But yeah, born out in the sticks.
What
as
was his name?
River Jude Bottom.
River Jude Bottom. So his brothers and sisters. You've got Rain Phoenix, Joaquin Phoenix, Liberty Phoenix, and Summer Phoenix.
Just now connecting that Joaquin.
Are you serious? Joaquin was with them when he passed away.
Right, but if that wasn't their last name, did they all change their names together, or when he got
I
famous?
think the whole family changed their name.
What was
but
up with that?
we'll
Let's
find
find out.
out.
Yeah.
Like that's what we're here for.
He was named after the River of Life from the Herman Hesse novel Siddhartha.
Wow.
Hey,
That's
here's how you know you're reading too many books. Okay.
I think
no,
that's wonderful.
I think it's a little ridiculous.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, I mean, like I said, they lived in a commune, so their names were all going to end up being like Hope, Faith, Charity. Like they were all
Yeah.
going to end up being that no matter what.
His middle name was inspired by the Beatles song Hey Jude.
Of course.
Da-duh.
Of course.
Oh, in 1977, the family moved and changed their surname to Phoenix. That makes a lot of
There you
sense.
go. Yeah. So he was 16 years old when he made Stand By Me, even though he looks younger in the film.
16.
He was 16.
He looked like he was 9.5.
Yeah, he was 16. Yeah, it was him, Will Wheaton, Corey Feldman, and Jerry O'Connell.
How old was the cast of Stand By Me when filmed it. Corey Feldman was 15. Kiefer Sutherland was 20. This doesn't make any sense.
Why?
Was Kiefer in it?
Yeah, Kiefer was one of the mean high school kids that threatened them and stuff.
I'm looking for the 11 more rows of the slow internet here. Will Wheaton was 14. River Phoenix 16. Corey Feldman 15. Kiefer Sutherland 20. Casey Samasco 25. Gary Riley 23. Bradley Gregg 20. Everybody else was super old. Richard Dreyfuss was 39.
Well, that makes sense. I mean, he was the one retelling the story.
Rob Reiner was 39 when he directed it.
Oh, Rob Reiner's so great.
Interesting.
So here's the kind of interesting story. So he's the oldest of 5 children of hippie parents who were members of the Children of God religious movement, a journey that took them from Florida to Mexico, Puerto Rico, and Venezuela. River later said that he had been sexually abused in the group at the age of 4. His family left and settled in Los Angeles, his parents quickly putting the children to work to earn a living. By the age of 10, he had his first commercial, which led to recurring roles on TV and eventually his breakthrough role in Stand By Me.
Wow. Look at this picture of the family while they were in the cult. Doesn't Dad look exactly like Joaquin?
Yeah, he does.
That's nuts. I mean, it's a horrible picture, but...
Yeah. Wow.
I was just watching something yesterday, and they had the cult in it where it's the cult of Jesus. It was the surf documentary, 100-Foot Wave. Mm-hmm. And there's 2 brothers, and they're big wave surfers. The older brother became famous first, and whatever. They were in the cult of, like, Jesus or whatever, and, like, nobody could have anything on them except their, like, what they wore. Nobody could wear shoes. It wasn't this same cult, but it was like close.
Yeah.
And they were aggressive and they yelled at people.
I just I feel like cults in general are bad.
Yeah.
Bad things happen in them.
Like,
once people come into power, they take advantage of that.
Who responds well to, like, you need to love Jesus right now or you're a total dum-dum?
I don't, but I mean...
Well, you need to get some Jesus in your life.
I've been told that more than once in my life by many people. So also, I mean, one of the things that most people know about when he passed away, it was Halloween Day, and it was in front of the Viper Room.
Mm-hmm. Been there.
Yep. And it's on that day, you can always drive by, and there are candles and notes and flowers that people leave on the sidewalks still to this day. But Joaquin was with him and is the one that made the 911 call.
Oh, wow.
Because he had taken a lethal overdose of a speedball of heroin and cocaine. Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah.
That is not a fun time.
But, it was 1993. And, like, people did that. That's what people did. You took drugs.
You took drugs. But he was, it's interesting that he would take drugs because he was, like, a super devout vegan. Mm-hmm. So he was about, like, the things that he put into his body. Yeah. Except for that stuff.
Right.
And then in 1990, Phoenix wrote an essay which was printed in 17 for Earth Day.
Yeah. Yeah, like they, their whole family still is hugely environmental activists. Like Joaquin, when he won his Oscar for The Joker a few years ago, his entire speech was about veganism and hurting animals. And like they're definitely all, very environmentally conscious, and I mean it's carried on throughout their lives. I'm really interested in this Children of God thing, but I don't want to go on a whole tangent about a cult during this because it's not really about that.
Did you say what his first TV role was earlier?
I didn't.
Have you ever heard of the show 7 Brides for 7 Brothers?
I have. Terrible show.
It looks like the Dukes of Hazzard on crack. I don't know, on a healthy dose of something, speed, whatever. Here's a picture of
and it wasn't like that at all.
But like
it's more like Little House on the Prairie and marry off all your daughters because that's all that they'll ever be worth is to find them a husband.
Oh, okay.
That's definitely what it was. A lot of women my age talk about that show being like the thing that they saw as children that just went, yeah, I'm supposed to go get married and do this thing. So that was his first role?
Well, it was his first breakout TV role, it says here. When he was 12, he landed his first acting role in a 1982 TV series, Seven Brides for Seven Brothers. An adaptation of the famous 1952 musical of the same name, the show was headlined by future MacGyver and Stargate leading man Richard Dean Anderson.
Oh, my goodness.
And I don't see him in this picture. Okay.
He's MacGyver. Everybody knows what MacGyver looks
Yeah, but
like.
MacGyver ain't in this picture right here. Where's MacGyver? Is this MacGyver?
In the middle.
That's MacGyver?
That's MacGyver.
Oh, hey, MacGyver.
Yeah.
That's my guy.
Oh.
That's MacGyver. Sorry. It's not an episode of Misty and Ike without one ridiculous pun coming
There
in.
it was.
You know how many films he made in his whole lifetime?
How many?
13.
That's quite a bit for a 23-year-old.
Yeah.
Name some of them, because I mean, I have like My Own Private Idaho, which was one of my favorites. I have a list of little ones that I watched as a kid that were my favorites. But what else was he in?
His first film role came in Joe Dante's 1985 fantasy adventure Explorers, which was also the film debut of Ethan Hawke.
Oh, wow.
And they have a picture of Stand By Me.
Which they probably talk about next in the article.
Hey, look at that. Next came Rob Reiner's acclaimed Stephen King adaptation Stand By Me, which announced Phoenix as the most gifted and charismatic actor of his generation. Mm-hmm. Really? I don't know.
They were all pretty great. Like, I mean, the depth that those kids got to show in that movie is ridiculous. But I mean, I feel like that was one of those like perfect storms too. Like all of those people grew up to like have successful careers, and then you've got Rob Reiner at helming the ship.
What?
Like,
oh, this chubby one was.
That's Jerry O'Connell.
Oh my god!
Can you believe that?
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Will Wheaton, of course, from Star Trek fame.
Yep, Corey Feldman.
Corey of his newfound
of Corey Feldman
musical endeavors.
Corey Feldman and his Angels. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. What do we got here? We got 4 more minutes to kill on Mr. Phoenix.
I want to know more movies and stuff.
I don't have the whole list here.
Okay. Well, I know he did The Mosquito Coast, and he did A Night in the Life of Jimmy Reardon, which was a really big deal to teenage girls.
Did you know he was supposed to play the Christian Slater role in Interview with a Vampire?
I did hear that.
Interesting.
I heard something that Christian Slater took the role after River passed, and then I believe that Christian Slater gave all of the money that he made from that role to either a rehab facility or something like that, to like in River's name.
Oh, it's right here. In honor of the late actor, Slater donated his entire $250,000 fee for the film to 2 of Phoenix's favorite charities, Earth Save and Earth Trust.
There you go. I knew there was something like that.
And the film is dedicated to Phoenix at the end credits.
Oh, man. Oof.
Harrison?
I never thought about like how kind of interchangeable the two of them would have been as actors had River not passed away. Like they were very similar. They both have the kind of raspy voice and the floppy hair, and I mean, even look-wise, they would have probably aged similarly.
I think so.
Yeah, interesting. But I mean, what a great like person to come into it and take.
Slater's the best dude in the world.
He
100%.
So awesome. So awesome.
I got to work with him one time, and it was fantastic.
He's the epitome of cool. Definitely.
Harrison Ford personally recommended Phoenix to play young Indiana Jones.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Was there a young Indiana Jones movie, or was it just did he time travel?
He was in Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. He played young Indiana Jones.
After he played Harrison Ford's son in the 1986's The Mosquito Coast, Ford personally recommended River Phoenix for the role of young Indy in Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. You nailed it.
Yep.
Ford was adamant that out of all the actors the producers had considered, it was Phoenix who looked most like himself at a young age. Well, that's flattering to yourself there, Harrison.
He also he auditioned for the role of Bill in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
No way,
because he was good friends with Keanu Reeves. And the role was taken eventually by Alex Winter.
Wow. Nirvana, R.E.M., and the Red Hot Chili Peppers all wrote songs dedicated to Phoenix.
Yeah. Like, I mean, those were the days that like Hollywood stars, it didn't look like it did today, where they all competed with each other on TikTok for followers and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
They were, young Hollywood was a close-knit crowd back then. And
Yeah.
it was a pretty dramatic thing when it happened because everybody was doing the same shit. They were all doing cocaine and speedballs and drinking at the Viper Room and
Yeah.
all of those things. And so, I'm sure it kind of hit a lot of people real close to home.
This picture of him makes him look incredibly like Anthony Jeselnik.
Who is Anthony Jeselnik?
He's a very funny comedian.
Oh, okay. I don't know who that was. He was also a musician a bit, which is probably why a lot of those folks did that. And he spent a lot of time at the Viper Room.
That's right.
He was in a band called Alika's Attic because he played the guitar. He learned to play the guitar when he was like 5.
Right.
And that's how he got found. He and his brother and sister were playing songs in front of a church in Westwood and discovered by a casting director.
Both him and Joaquin share an on-screen dad.
No,
in different
who?
movies. As well as playing both the son and younger incarnation of Harrison Ford, River Phoenix also shared a screen father with his brother Joaquin, which is always impossible for me to pronounce. Both of the Phoenix brothers starred in films in which they played the son of a character played by Richard Harris, who looks like this guy.
Oh, okay.
Rivers played Harris's son in Silent Tongue, in which the character is driven mad by the death of his wife.
Huh.
7 years later, in 2000, Joaquin Phoenix starred as Commodus, son of Harris, Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius, in multi-Oscar winning hit Gladiator.
Yep.
What a movie.
Oh, man. So good.
The Phoenix brothers were the first Oscar-nominated siblings. Interesting.
I know he got, tell me about that.
1988's Running on Empty was a big turning point for River Phoenix, landing him his first and only Academy Award nomination in Best Supporting Actor category when he was only 17. Ultimately, he lost out to Kevin Kline, and that's interesting, for A Fish Called Wanda, with whom Phoenix was working at the time on I Love You to Death.
Man, he did some great movies in such a small amount of time.
Yeah. 12 years later, Joaquin was nominated for Gladiator.
That's pretty cool.
Interesting. Oh, Joaquin, younger Phoenix would also miss out on the award, but he's since had 2 Best Acting nominations for Walk the Line and The Master, and there's plenty of buzz surrounding his recent turn of the Joker. This article is super old.
Well,
the Phoenix family.
The Phoenix family. I feel like now we know a lot more about the Phoenix family as a whole, even though we started out with River.
We need one on Joaquin.
We should do one on Joaquin.
First of which is how to pronounce that correctly.
Joaquin. That's how you pronounce it correctly.
I pronounce
Joaquin.
it Wakeem. Joaquin.
It does not have an M.
Right. That doesn't mean
it has an N.
Yep. But every time I see it, I want to go Joaquin. That's just how it looks to me.
You know what? You can do that if you want.
Yeah.
You can completely do this. Please say it again.
Joaquin.
Perfect.
Hold on, let me find it in print.
Perfect.
Doesn't it look like Joaquin?
I mean, sure, but that's how it's always been spelled, and it's always been said Joaquin.
Joaquin.
Okay.
There's no wa. You're telling me this is the first time you've ever heard anybody pronounce it Joaquin?
I myself I've not ever heard anybody pronounce it Joaquin. No. But I can see why.
Well, happy
Some
Monday.
People would read it and say it that way.
Happy Monday to everybody but you, Joaquin.
Sorry, Joaquin. Joaquin.
Now, it's like the FedEx arrow. You're never going to not think Joaquin every time you see it now.
I am always going to think that now, and I hate you for that.
You're welcome.
I'm going to go Joaquin. No, Joaquin.
Yeah, that's what I do every time, especially when I'm like reading out loud. Tough acting Joaquin. I can't believe they didn't get him for like a tough acting, 10 acting commercial.
He would never do that. He's so much more artsy than that.
It'd be tough acting Joaquin.
Yeah, not so much.
There's so many levels to that joke. It's hilarious. People at home are laughing. I don't think you got it. We gotta go.
I got it. Trust me.
Tough acting Joaquin. That's hilarious. He's an actor. I got his name wrong. He's a tough guy.
He's not a tough guy.
Tough acting Joaquin.
So bad.
Okay, since it's not Friday.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, now you can see my hand snap and everything. Let's do the Bill and Ted thing. Billy dilly 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 dilly. We're out.